Hey everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're taking a wonderful trip down memory lane. Remember those holidays at Grandma's house, with the smell of something sweet wafting from the kitchen? That unmistakable melt-in-your-mouth candy that you just couldn't get enough of? Well, today we're recreating that magic. We're going to make a classic old-fashioned American-style candy, using a recipe that's been passed down for generations. This isn't just about making a treat. It's about bringing back those warm, fuzzy feelings and creating new memories. The best part? You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment or hard-to-find ingredients. We're keeping it simple, just like Grandma did. We'll be using basic pantry staples, things like sugar, butter, and maybe a little vanilla. That's it. No weird chemicals, no preservatives, just pure honest-to-goodness flavor. It's amazing how a few simple ingredients can transform into something so incredibly delicious. This recipe proves that you don't need to complicate things to make something truly special. Plus, it's incredibly budget-friendly, which is always a bonus, especially around the holidays. Let's get started. First, we'll combine our sugar and other wet ingredients in a good, heavy-bottom pot. This is a key tip from my own grandma. A heavy pot distributes heat more evenly and helps prevent the sugar from scorching. You want to cook it low and slow. The journey of watching the sugar melt and bubble, slowly transforming in color and consistency, is part of the fun. It's a process that requires a little patience, but trust me, the payoff is so worth it. We're aiming for that perfect golden amber color, a sign that the caramelization is just right. You'll need a candy thermometer for this, which takes all the guesswork out of it. It's your best friend for getting that perfect texture every single time, not too soft, not too hard, but just right. Once we hit that magic temperature, we'll work quickly to add in our butter and vanilla. Be careful, as it will bubble up quite a bit. Stir it all together until it's smooth and glossy. The aroma that fills your kitchen at this moment is pure nostalgia. It's the smell of holidays, family gatherings, and happy times. This is the scent that instantly transports me back to my childhood, watching my grandmother at the stove, her hands moving with a practiced grace that I always admired. Now we pour this glorious mixture onto a prepared baking sheet to let it cool and set. The waiting is the hardest part. As it cools, you can decide how you want to finish it. You could break it into rustic, jagged pieces for a classic brittle, or if you're making something like caramels, you can cut it into neat little squares once it's partially set. Imagine a beautiful jar of these homemade candies sitting on your counter, ready to share. They make the most heartfelt, wonderful gifts for friends, neighbors, teachers, and family. There's something so personal and loving about giving a gift you made with your own hands. It says, "I took the time to make something special just for you." And there you have it. A timeless, delicious, homemade candy that tastes exactly like a cherished memory. It's the perfect treat to share during the holidays, at family get-togethers, or just on a quiet evening when you're craving something sweet and comforting. It's more than just candy. It's a taste of tradition, a piece of history, and a whole lot of love. I hope you'll give this recipe a try and start your own sweet traditions. It's so easy, so rewarding, and a wonderful way to connect with the past while creating something delicious for the present. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure in the kitchen. Happy cooking!